So you're interested in purchasing a property. Whether you're a first-time buyer or purchasing for retirement reasons, the one person you need by your side is a lawyer. And not just any lawyer, a good lawyer. Property lawyer and lecturer at the Eugene DePuy Law School, Constance Delancy, tells us why that's particularly important.
Well, the same approach you would have used to purchasing your first car, you ought to use when approaching the single greatest investment in your life, perhaps, which is buying property or buying your first home. And the role of the attorney would be to protect your interests and your rights. The same way you would have hired a mechanic to check the soundness of the car, the lawyer would check the soundness of the title that you're purchasing.
And here's what your lawyer should be doing.
The lawyer should conduct an interview with the client to ascertain exactly why the client is buying the property, so that from the very onset, from the negotiation stage, that you are protected in terms of how much you're paying for the property. So the lawyer would give you advice in terms of getting an independent appraisal of the property to make sure you're not overpaying for something that you're purchasing. The lawyer would also look at things such as, how are you financing? Are you doing it out of pocket? Are you doing it with a lending institution? Therefore, the lawyer should put certain safeguards into the agreement for sale to ensure that if you need extra time, say 3 to 4 weeks, in which to get your house in order, that is factored into the agreement. There's nothing more disconcerting than someone coming in to buy a piece of property. They are financing. Their lawyer has been negligent in not asking them how they're going to pay for it. And then 4 weeks later, they come back and say, well, the bank turned me down. And then if that clause is not in that agreement, you lose your deposit.
Now, before purchasing a property, it's also very important to keep these things in mind.
Attorney should make the effort to find out what the client is going to do with the property. So they know that they should find out from, say, the Ministry of Works, that the property is zoned for the purpose for which the client is getting the property.
Now, when you say zone, just explain to me what that is.
What I mean by that is that in certain subdivisions or developments, certain lots are zoned for single family, meaning that only one family can live there. Certain lots may be zoned as multi-dwelling, and they may even stipulate that you can only build a duplex or a triplex. Whereas your client might have come to you with grander plans of building a complex where they can put up a shop and have several apartments on top. And if after having done all that work and having expended all that expense, they realize that they're about to build and they're told by some gentleman in the Ministry of Works that they can't build that on that property, it's very disheartening.
Mrs. Delancy further urged prospective property buyers to stick behind their attorneys. I'm Sasha Lightbourne, and now you know your rights.